Hello everyone and welcome to the third round of the 2018 IVRC Touring Car Championship. We are today here in Zandvoort at the beautiful Dutch circuit. With some new faces on the grid, we will have a quick look onto it as the drivers prepare in the background. Greek ace Nick Gatzidakis scored its first pole position of the season, more than half a second ahead of Konstantin Grimminger in second. Michael Teichmann scored a superb third, just ahead of Philipp Volland, who scored his personal best in qualifying so far. Gatzidakis' teammate Bob Sacamano will start from the third row, just besides Mark Stwerker, fellow German, and our championship leader still. Martin Jacek starts in 7th, Jesus Chirinos starts in 8th, Felipe Granado in 9th, and Francisco Vasquez in 10th. As we move on to the second page, our rookies. Christian Alvarez, not certainly a rookie, but Carlos Frau is in 12th, ahead of Emerson Tchaikovsky in 13th. So the rookies from the back row of the grid really eager to impress as we wait for the red lights. Here they come, 1, 2 lights, 3 lights, to wait for green, and here we go! Start for the third round. Looks like a clean start, a good getaway from everyone. Nick Gatzidakis defending his lead. Grimminger already looking up his inside, braking later into turn 1, and Grimminger shuts up into the lead as we look into turn 1. Looks clean so far, no big collisions there, and yeah, there's the confirmation of it. Grimminger in P1, just ahead of Nick Gatzidakis and Michael Teichmann, who stayed in 3rd. Yeah, as we look into the second hairpin, looks clean so far, a little bit of squabbling with Alvarez right behind there, but yeah, looks clean, mostly of it. As the cameras stay with Gatzidakis, who's trying to defend from Teichmann in 3rd. Now jumping over this crest and the big pumps here is Grimminger in the lead. Looks like an easy start for him, but yeah, the real fights go on in the background, which we now look onto from the rear of the Alfa Romeo of Grimminger. Breaking away slightly, but yeah, he wasn't the fastest in qualifying. The man behind him, which we look at now, was Nick Gatzidakis trying to get back into the lead, I presume. Oh, really close here in the braking as Volland runs wide in an overtaking attempt against Teichmann. As they now approach the chicane here in Zandvoort. Really hard braking point as we see in the Steadicam. Oh, Nick Gatzidakis running wide, spinning across the gravel, hitting Michael Teichmann. I hope he doesn't get hit any further, but yeah, a little lag involved, and there was Francisco Vasquez running into him, but yeah, no damage done for him, fortunately, as he continues. As we go on to lap 2, the Alfa Romeo of Grimminger, the leader, bouncing off over the curbs. He's going into the gravel as his teammate Philipp Volland flipping right across the track. I hope he doesn't get hit in the gravel. As we have a little lag spike right here, and Volland comes to a halt in the gravel. As his Grimminger was also made contact with the barriers and lost several places, re-entered the track, but yeah, trying to catch up to the leaders now, which is in fact Michael Teichmann running a completely new livery this weekend. He has to fight it once again with Jacek. Oh, they touch in the really slow left-hander. As we see Bob Sacamano pointing in the wrong direction. I wonder what happened to him as he tries to rejoin the circuit. Here's a replay of it. Is that Alvarez on the inside? Yes, it is. And oh, he spins Sacamano around as we see. Also, rookie Carlos Frau pointing in the wrong direction. He rejoins. As we're looking onto Konstantin Grimminger from the rear of Max Stwerker. Oh, they touch, and Vasquez was also going wide, but Stwerker, with the worst end of all of them, spins round. Yeah, now gets the car into the right direction, and he will be absolutely furious. But yeah, here he goes, rejoining the race. Meanwhile, Michael Teichmann was easing off into the lead, closely followed by Martin Jacek, but he wasn't able to attack yet as we go on into lap 3 for the leaders. Camera staying with Michael Teichmann as he is running in the lead. And oh, there's Martin Jacek going wide, spinning off into the gravel trap as well, as his 2 teammates did previously, one of them going through as he tries to rejoin the track. Oh, into the oncoming traffic, really close, and he moves onto the racing line. Oh, that was not good for Felipe Granado, was already a lap down, but yeah. As we look into the chicane and see the already enormous lead that Michael Teichmann has over the rest of the field, Grimminger now back up in second ahead of Christian Alvarez, Francisco Vasquez, Emerson Tchaikovsky, and Martin Jacek, of course. It's Nick Gatzidakis, our pole setter, ahead of Carlos Frau, Max Zwerka and Philipp Volland. Yeah, just followed of course by Bob Sacamano and Jesus Chinos. The race then settled down a bit as we look onto lap 5, a fight between Nick Atzidakos and Francisco Vasquez. Both of them collide into the right-hander and Vasquez running wide, but Atzidakos gaining 1 position. In lap 7 then, Christian Alvarez was the one who was caught out by the bumps over the crest as he slides off into the gravel trap towards the barrier, but thankfully not catching them again as he loses several places but can rejoin pretty much undamaged. Emerson Terkowski now up into P3, gaining his podium place maybe as he comes under attack from Martin Jacek, who's trying to merge back to the front-running positions he was in before. A little bit of door ramming between them in turn 1, but that's exactly the racing we want to see in touring cars as Jacek overtakes Terkowski for what is essentially P3. Later on during that lap we see Nick Atzidakos getting involved into that fight, a little bit of carbon exchange once again between the cars. As this fight is really tightening up between Jacek, Terkowski and Atzidakos for P3. This is for the last podium place, so yeah, big points for them. Potentially big points for them. As we run on board with Atzidakos once again trying to go into P4 against Terkowski, but has to bail out of it. Terkowski defending nicely his 4th position right now as they go on to the last braking point of the circuit. Really close racing between the Brazilian and the Greek driver as Jacek ahead has locking up tires, smoke tires coming up as Terkowski brakes into the last corner. You can take it full throttle if you make it, but yeah, Jacek ultimately with the later or the worst exit. Can Terkowski profit from it, make a move? It's going to the braking zone into turn 1 and there's Terkowski. Nearly got it! Jacek running really wide and Atzidakos trying to find his way through. But for the moment it's Terkowski up in 3rd, just in front of, one exactly, Jacek defending around the outside of Atzidakos. Brilliant move by Jacek. Championship leader for a reason I guess, as he defends the 4th position. We are riding on board with Nick Atzidakos over these violent bumps, cars really bouncing around all over the track as Emerson Terkowski in the front tries to defend from Jacek. Terkowski running wide and he catches the bump, he's flying straight into Atzidakos. Wow, that was a violent crash. As they now both sit there and wait for the oncoming traffic. We'll take a look at the replay. Terkowski just going wide into a small ditch and flying off as we say. Atzidakos continuing with his green and black Honda. His race going from bad to worse after sitting on pole. And the lucky dog in all of this is Martin Jacek, just lucky not to get hit like in Spa-Francorchamps, now up into 3rd. And now just a lap later he proves that luck isn't everything, you also need skill to acquire the position, and he ran out of skill definitely right here in turn 1. Going hard over the curb and nearly flipping it, but saves it and emerging onto the track back in 4th, just behind Francisco Vasquez. As in the last lap as well, Martin Jacek trying to make the position roller coaster work for him as he's attacking Francisco Vasquez. There was a slight touch I believe, but this is Vasquez on the outside in the yellow Seat and Jacek now into the front of both of them, not into the lead but into P3 as Vasquez trying to fight back into the last chicane. Perhaps the last chance for Vasquez to stay on P3 as they both rub the doors against each other. Jacek really rapid on this defense, of course trying to hold on to P5. Last attack from Vasquez into the last braking point of the circuit. As we see Michael Teichmann emerging out of the last corner, he's going on to win his 2nd Touring Car Championship race at IVRC. Congratulations to him and his team. TR Bluevers Motorsports, really dominant win for him. As we see Konstantin Grimminger after an early crash in the race going over the line in 2nd. As his teammate Martin Jacek is defending 3rd from Francisco Vasquez and finishing the race right now. So that's all podium finishes and we will have a close look onto the race results. As I said, Michael Teichmann wins the race after 12 laps ahead of Konstantin Grimminger in second and Martin Jacek, 2 teammates locking out the podium. Francisco Vasquez finished in fourth ahead of pole sitter Nick Atzidakos, Philip Volland in sixth, Bob Zuckerman in seventh, and Mark Stwerka on the reverse grid pole for race 2, but this time only finishing in 8th. As we turn our attention to the second page of the results, Emerson Tchaikovsky on his debut in the IVRC Touring Car Championship, finishing in 9th. Jesus Chirinos in 10th, Carlos Frau just missing out on points on debut in 11th, Christian Alvarez down to 12th after a good start to the race, and Felipe Granado unfortunately after an early pit stop a lap down, only in 13th. So that was it for race 1, I hope you enjoyed watching and watch out for race 2 soon on our channel.